exists within context, we are subject to weakening. If the species cannot adapt and change, the species will die. Thus, the species must exist in its context, otherwise it's going to die. Now, the definition of natural selection is the differential survival and reproduction of individuals through the differences in phenotype. I'm going to say it again. The definition of natural selection is the differential, meaning differential survival, the different ways we survive and reproduce due to differences in phenotype, meaning due to differences in our observable physical appearance. Your phenotype is your observable physical appearance. So what produces your observable physical appearance? Your DNA.
I'm about to get with you,
DNA.
because I'm about to let you go too long. Because I'm about to start jabbing, I'm about to get upset.
Never let me get to my point. So now, when your DNA interacts with the environment, it produces a physical makeup that is best for you to thrive in that environment. Now, a temporary version or a temporary example of that is when white people get a tan. White people are having a biological reaction to the sun that is causing them to produce more melanin so they can become darker. Why? Why are they producing more melanin to become darker? Because melanin is a biological shield. It blocks.
2 minutes and I'm gonna cut into it.
I got you, King.
A minute and
So
a half.
melanin is a biological shield. Melanin blocks the harmful aspects of the sunlight. So they're producing more melanin to block themselves from being damaged by the sunlight. They're reacting, their DNA is reacting and responding to the environment, producing a physical feature for them to thrive in that environment. But that change is temporary. When do we, pardon me, King, hold on. Listen, my brother. So now when we get a permanent, so now, yeah, definitely. So now, they all gotta
But
get this
what if that was
now,
all just made up and Darwin just said all that just
sister,
to have you believe
so my
that?
sister,
And about the sin,
like
it
Jesus.
can't. All right, so you want to know why it's not made up, sister? Because we bear witness to this. Don't get me wrong. You won't see evolution in one lifetime. You won't see it.
That's
because
almost like
multi-
the I got
So
to
you
go
believe
now.
Jesus? So-
Matter of fact-
That does sound like Jesus.
Matter of fact, I'm lying to you. You can't see evolution in one lifetime. Diseases. How do we treat diseases? By understanding evolution.
But diseases are made.
Diseases are made, sister. We can possess
Yeah.
bacteria, and that bacteria can become
Yeah, but
disease.
where's
Hey,
that
no,
come
right,
from?
let me-
Where's
let-
that
Hold
come
on,
from?
sister. When we have things like the flu, right? Certain bacteria can reproduce in 15 minutes. Certain bacteria can reproduce in a small period of time. How many years before a human can reproduce? On average,
Listen.
human reproduce every 20 years.
Now I got to get the same amount of time as he got.
That's right.
Okay? I want y'all to look at this universe. It's some constant realities that must stay the same for us to exist. Okay? That sun set and it rise tomorrow, and we pray that it continue to do it forever. Because when it stops doing that, we will cease to exist. So that's what my art was about. It was about an order.
Evolution, brother.
No, wait a minute. You have to wait a minute. You have to understand the laws of opposites to see where I'm gonna get you. Cause I understand what you're saying, but you ain't on here over here. That's my opposite. You're not balanced. And one of the laws of the universe is the laws of opposites. What does that say? There's always a truth on the opposite side of what you say. That if it's argued by the right man and woman, it can defeat your truth. There's an opposite. It's a set and a hate root. And if you don't understand, and if the right person knows the key to that science, because it's a lock in the universe. It's a balance for everything. You see what I'm saying?
So, my brother,
So
I'm
what
a
you're
balance-
saying is,
balance
what I want you to understand is this. See this camera? I wanted to. This is what I call a moment in time. Okay? And without this camera, you see, we would have to remember everything that is in. It would be up to us personally to remember. You see what I'm saying? So once you get from this point right here, where we talking, and even if you forgot something, you can reach over there and say, man, you remember, you got the option to do that. But once that brother and this sister, and they go home, it's up to you. And you're gonna start to, forget the whole conversation. You'll remember highlights. You only remember the major things.
So my
And
brother-
if you don't write it, I'm not gonna, wait a minute, I'm gonna get to my point. And if you don't write it down, nigga, majority of it will be lost. So what I'm saying is, you cannot get further and further and further and further and further, because you're talking about way back when, nigga. Once you leave this situation, wait a minute, I want the same time. Once you leave this right here, your memory will begin to deplete, and you live in this moment. You live in this moment.
So we shouldn't understand.
Wait a
our
minute,
ancestors
wait a
living in
minute.
this moment, brother.
I'm just showing you.
I'm
That's
dealing with
why
your
writing became so
I'm dealing
powerful.
with your, brother, I'm dealing with your doctrine.
Okay?
We shouldn't.
So what I'm saying is, Charles Darwin, I don't give a fuck what you just said about that bitch. You know why? Because he's in 18 motherfucking 86. Talking about some shit from goddamn 3 million. You got a better chance
No,
to create your
my
own
brother,
theory.
anybody that observes nature,
So you
anybody,
gonna demand
anybody,
you?
I don't care if you
Why
black,
you don't take your
white,
own ride,
I don't
brother?
care if you black
Take
or
your
white.
own ride.
Anybody that observes nature can bear witness to something about reality. And I give you a simple example. The church.
When you stop
the
looking
church
like your mama?
at
When
one
did
point
your
in
mama
time-
stop looking like your grandmama? When did your nobody, let me tell you, you're not gonna win. And you know why? Because that's just one reality that these people are not gonna accept. That they have not been looking like they are. You're not gonna win
My
that.
brother,
You're not gonna win that.
My brother.
And
Anyone
what
that
did they look
observes-
like then?
My brother, anyone that observes reality.
What did they look
bear
like?
witness to a fact.
They didn't look like
reality.
us.
But what
My
about a
brother,
substance?
What
I
the
think
fuck
it's-
did they look
I
like?
think it's all about discipline. When brothers is disciplined, we can have a dialogue.
No, I'm going in now because I didn't let you talk.
My brother, I'm giving you a point. I'm giving you some contrast. You saying that he existed in 18 such and such. So
What
thus,
I'm saying-
my brother, I'm trying to explain something.
Wait a minute, because I gave you the time. I still ain't got the time you got. See, now you talking now.
I'm listening, kid.
Okay, watch first 48 hours.
This is 48.
If you don't get it in the first 48 hours, nigga, you in trouble. Nigga, you talking 3 million years after the fact, nigga. You can't see that. You gonna bring a cracker up to me that I just showed you was walking on all fours, hair all on his back. This was just 6,000, 4,000 today.
I'm gonna show you the strategy,
And you
brothers.
talking Charles Darwin.
I'm gonna show you the
All
strategy.
these
brothers
crackers
and
got
sisters.
beards looking just
So
like
what the brother
the
is doing
beast
is downplaying
that's on the making of the
cracker's
white.
image when he speaks, so that when I reference a cracker in regards to something scientific, you don't take it as if it's something credible.
But why
the brother is saying that.
Who said it's credible?
Hold on.
Go ahead.
No.
Go ahead.
No,
I didn't say that.
Hold on.
That's not what I'm
Let me
saying.
just do a quick
No,
translation.
That's not what I'm saying.
Hold
I'm
on.
showing
This
the
is what he's
respect.
saying. This
I'm
is what
showing
he's
the
saying.
people who
I
watch this.
respect
This is
Listen.
what he's saying. Hold on.
I
He's
respect
saying
his
this.
right. I
If-
like what he's saying.
If
I'ma
humanity
fight him.
existed for 3
I'ma fight
million,
him.
3 million long years, how is it only in the 1800s that there miraculously was this one person named Darwin who was able to figure it out? What we're saying is, I feel that we've already figured it out. The people who built those intricate structures called the pyramids that we can't conceive, and people in the 1800s, they were not even wise enough to understand how
No,
that was
watch
built.
him, man.
They
Watch
were the
him.
ones who
Watch
figured
them.
out. Don't film me. They were the ones who figured out, right?
Nope.
Y'all on
Look,
the end, y'all.
they
know,
were the ones who figured out how we were created. So what he's
y'all
saying
been
is,
disappointed.
how could
Y'all been
evolution
getting
trump
on
that?
that beast, man.
How could
No
Darwin's theory
motherfucking
trump
film.
that?
So now what I'm saying is, so now what I'm saying is, brother. No,
You got your right, but don't film.
please.
You know, you can be out here, but I don't want you filmed.
Your ancestors are the reason we having this conversation.
Don't fight it.
See, this is the shit I'm talking about.
No. Leave it.
Don't let
That's
him
it.
deter you.
Leave him alone. The
good.
more attention you pay them, the more you elevate his value. He ain't worth shit. Come on, let's talk. So now what I'm saying is that they could
I'm gonna step over there in a minute.
They could have definitely, our ancestors could have definitely discovered that. But we're not in control of the history. So we don't
So
necessarily.
you say our ancestors discovered that we
My
were
sister.
came from monkeys?
My sister. No, we did not come from monkeys, sister. Where you getting this
You
doctrine from?
talking about Darwinism?
And this is
that's
another
all
thing
I'm-
too. This is another thing too. Black people have developed this reacting psychology towards the concept of monkeys.
Oh my
when we hear the theory of evolution, the first thing we say is, oh, do we come from monkeys? The theory of evolution does not deal with where are you getting this monkey stuff from? Where are people getting the monkey doctrine from? Because I'm not preaching the monkey doctrine. That's not what I'm showing you. Monkeys come from a common ancestry. We are not the monkeys.
Bullshit too.
So I'm gonna ask you a question, brother. Hold on, let me ask you a question.
That's even bigger
if
bullshit.
If it's
Listen
bullshit,
to
brother,
this.
answer this question.
Look at this.
If it's
Wait a
bullshit,
minute.
brother,
I'm gonna
answer
tell
this
you why it's
question. Brother,
bullshit.
if it's bullshit, answer this question.
Go ahead.
So now, when we use DNA to do what, right? We can use it to trace lineage. We can use it to study heredity, to study where we come from, right? So now, monkeys have hands, and not any kind of hands. They have an opposable thumb as well. We have an opposable thumb. We have hands as well.
Goddamn dog got a dick. What the fuck that mean?
No. I'm not saying any. Listen, brother. I'm not
what
saying.
the fuck do that mean?
Listen, no. Because a horse got a dick too. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, brother, what they have and what we have are very synonymous. They correlate. And when in our genes, in our DNA, what we use to trace heredity, they have some of the same genes.
Oh, listen
so
here.
if they have some of the same
Listen here.
genes and we use DNA to trace our lineage, to trace where we come from, and their genes
Wait a
end
minute,
up
I'm gonna
in
tell
our
you
gene
like
pool,
this. Let me tell you
how
like
is
this.
it that we are
I'm
not
gonna
related
answer
to
that. It's a lot of fucking elements in this universe. If you goddamn in this alive in the universe, it's obvious that we gonna have some similarities, because there's only so many goddamn elements in the universe.
No, but
so if you just
geometry can always be different,
it's
brother.
carbon in the goddamn
Geometry can
meteorite.
always be different.
It's carbon in the meteorite. They say our hair is closer to the sheep than it is the white man. The white man got straight fucking fur on his head. We got woolly, they say, like sheep wool. Do you understand me? Sheep wool. Do that make us a motherfucking sheep? Okay then. So when you use it, do that mean you should accept yourself as being one with a sheep? See, that's where they lost it. We know that there are certain elements. It's only so many elements in the universe. So if you alive, obviously a certain mixture of these elements exist in you, but it's the mixture. It's the mixture. Because one thing is clear is nature. Nature does not change, nigga. A dog gon' bark, a goddamn cat gon' meow. I don't know. You see, you going into chaos. Because yeah, things can evolve, but there's still some things that must stay the same.
Brother.
That is the laws of opposites. That's the laws of the universe.
My brother, the only thing that's constant in life is change. I promise you.
Listen here.
The only thing that is constant in life is change.
If
and you
that
bear witness to this in
sun,
nature.
which has been setting and rising for so many years, if for one day that sun does not set and rise on the cycle that it's been on, it's a wrap. Ain't no if, not an and.
My brother, you
so
deviated.
That's the constant.
My brother, you deviated.
That's the constant. No, I did not deviate.
What I'm saying is,
I know I did not deviate.
After this, I feel me, I'm done. I don't want to stretch it.
I got you.
I don't want to seem like I don't got no humility.
No.
You feel me? I'm still dealing with a living legend. Bear witness to Black Papers.
I love what
get
you're
what I'm saying? But
you coming.
I'ma end it right here. Feel me? My whole point is, right? Evolution is existent, and we are the living testimonials of evolution.
I understand.
Nature has consciousness, and nature has intent. With that consciousness and intent, it creates things for certain purposes. We have melanin to protect our folate. Without folate, we won't be able to reproduce. Our mental and emotional health will be compromised. Thus, the sunlight allows us to produce melanin to protect certain key things within our bodies.
Let me ask you one question. I'm gonna be in and out. How long would it take for you to see evidence of the evolution? How long would it take? How many thousands of years before you can just look at one, say for instance, you and your descendant 10,000 years from now?
It depends on what you're observing, but I'll give you something that you can observe where you can see the evolution of the disease. Why do you need a flu shot every year? Why?
I don't need one.
Hold on. You don't. But why do people, or why do they advise that you take flu shots every year?
Why?
Because, hold on.
So they can keep poisoning our people.
That was a rhetorical question, brothers and sisters. Rhetorical.
You taking the vaccine for a goddamn European
So
disease.
now, it's not a European disease because a black man can get the
Polio.
flu. My brother, where's polio?
Syphilis.
Where's polio coming from? My brother,
Syphilis.
I said flu.
Okay.
Flu. Let's deal with the flu.
Cold reads.
So now,
Cold reads.
listen.
Achoo! Cold
My
reads.
brother.
Cold reads.
What I'm saying is, why do they give you flu shots every year? You may not get it, whether you get it or not. There's a purpose behind this. Why? Because
Tuskegee syphilis.
bacteria, my brother,
Gotta bring it to
my
a
brother,
point.
my brother,
If you want to let this go, I want you to get some major points here.
My brother,
Now, if you want to goddamn fluff on, that's on you.
My brother,
what
if
is
you gonna
bring
build with
me
me,
in
you
the
be my
last?
elder, let
We've
me
been
build.
out. No, if we all right, let's have a recap right quick.
Let me
What's
build.
your major points in the last half an hour?
brother.
I want to hear your major points. One,
brother.
2, 3. Right now. And
See how strategic the brother is?
Yeah.
No, bear witness to the strategy.
Bring it up.
I'm about to make a crazy ass point, and the brother is cutting, deviating. What's your major points? What's up with the brother?
want you to do
let's
it.
have an organized conversation.
No, this
is my elder.
We downtown Brooklyn, baby. This ain't Harvard, nigga. You about to get that work.
So-
What the hell you think this is?
In
You
order
about
for
to get
people to
that work.
learn,
Man, y'all
the
seen I
dialogue
gave the
still gotta
brother
be
a long
disciplined.
time to talk. You ain't made no major points, I must stress
My
that.
brother,
And I love you.
My brother,
I know what
definitely
you
did.
All
My
right,
brother, I
go
definitely
ahead.
did.
Bring him up
He
then.
said, how
Recap.
long? My brother, if you don't cut me off,
right, hold on,
my brother, if you
Street
don't cut
debate.
me off, I promise you, you will
All right,
get this
all right,
work.
go ahead,
I
go ahead.
promise you.
Go ahead.
I promise you.
All right, give it to
Now,
me.
he said, how long will it take for you to observe? And I'm trying to be humble, brother. I'm
Do
not
it.
trying to be disrespectful to my
No,
elders.
don't do
But
it.
he said, how long will it take for you to observe evolution within a species? How long will it take? Now I said, it depends on the species that you are observing. But I can give you one example where you can bear witness to an evolution within a lifetime, and that is with diseases. So when we talk about things like the flu, certain bacteria take up to 15 minutes to reproduce. So now, how do you evolve? Evolution is changed through time, but specifically over the period of generations. So if a parent is subject to certain pressures, that parent will make minute adaptations so that the child can thrive on a more minute level within
long does
the
it
environment. So now, just give me a second, brother. So now, the longer
Get there, hold on.
Exactly. So
So
now the longer it takes for you to reproduce, the longer it takes for you to make adaptations so that your child can thrive better on a more minute level. Hold on, sister. It's patience. Patience. My brother, it takes patience. My brother, it takes patience in it. We should probably meet this topic in a debate forum. I ain't gonna lie, because it takes patience and an attention span to understand what I'm saying. Because you can't. What I'm giving you is not sensationalism. It's clear cut science. What I'm giving you is not sensationalism. It is clear cut science. My brother, certain white people in Northern Europe have what's called the defective MC1R receptor. That is a defective
this is how I can
melanocortin-1
destroy
receptor.
that.
Thus, they can't
Why he
absorb
go?
sunlight.
Wait a minute. I'm gonna cut in because this is street debate, and I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna go in
Oh,
and
God.
put
Oh,
the
God,
work
brother.
in. Okay, he's documented first from a white source. First and foremost.
My brother, whether
Wait a
you white
minute,
or
no.
black, that
And
doesn't-
I'm
that
gonna go to
doesn't deny the
Kemet.
fact that you're
I'm gonna go to
intelligent.
Egypt.
My brother,
Excuse me.
hold on.
Wait a minute, no.
My
You
brother,
can't.
what's
You
4 plus 4? I'm about to
Wait
make
a
a
minute.
point.
You
What's
know,
4 plus 4?
you ain't gonna have no.
No,
You got to back up his mind. You didn't have your
mess
chance.
with me, brother.
No,
You gotta respect the youth for what the presence is.
If
So
you
what's-
know your
hold on.
African
My
custom, I
brother,
got to give you permission to speak. You talking.
my brother, listen,
You didn't even ask.
Listen, brother, I'm asking you a
You
question.
didn't even ask.
Brother, I'm asking
Now
you a
it
question.
becomes slick talk.
My
So
brother-
until you back up and get it, if I ask you for it and you know I'm ranking 5, you got to back the
My
fuck
brother,
up
then it has to
until
be
you
a-
get
it has
it.
to
No,
be
I'm
an
done
equal
with
exchange.
you. I'm done with you. Because you don't understand. That ain't something you gonna give me that, dog. These my songs. You gonna give me that. You gonna give me
But
that.
give me the equal exchange.
No,
brother. Give me
I
the
done
equal
gave you that.
exchange,
You
brother.
here and
Give me the
dialogue.
equal exchange.
No, you asking for
So
too
when
much.
you, cause look, you
You
said,
asking for too much.
listen, brother.
Much.
No, I'm not asking for too much.
want the crowd.
Right there,
My
man.
brother.
Black power.
Just the same way you treat Pharaoh, treat me that same way.
I do that.
But my brother,
see, he
you
got a
said-
better
my
respect
brother,
for me.
You just
I'm
said
done.
just now, my
I'm
brother.
done. Let's go, y'all.
I'm not disrespectful.